The Lamborghini Veneno was a rolling thunderclap, a snarling V12 superweapon that looked like it escaped from a cyberpunk gladiator arena. If Lamborghini ever needed to declare, "We are the wildest, most unhinged supercar maker alive," the Veneno was its battle cry. Angular, angry, and absurd in the best possible way. Let's dive into the origin story of the Veneno, the raging bull that turned shock and awe into carbon fiber. And then we'll take this thing over to the Tokyo Expressway to see how it lines up against other cars we've already tested. The year was 2013, and Lamborghini was celebrating its 50th anniversary. Over 5 decades, they'd transformed from a rebellious tractor company into the spiritual opposite of Ferrari, where emotion, excess, and jaw-dropping drama always trumped civility. They needed something to mark the occasion. A special car. No, a statement piece. Lamborghini didn't want a tribute, they wanted a legend. Something so aggressive, so rare, so fast, that it would even make the Aventador look tame. Veneno was named after one of the most infamous fighting bulls in Spanish history. A beast so ferocious, it killed a matador in 1914. That was no accident. Lamborghini's naming tradition always revolves around bulls, but this one was special. The name Veneno literally means poison in Spanish. Yes, Lamborghini named their anniversary car Poison. That's the energy they were bringing to the party. But beneath the spikes, fins, and carbon fiber chaos, the Veneno was based on the Aventador LP700-4, but only loosely. The monocoque was the same carbon fiber tub, and the engine was a heavily reworked version of the 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12. But the output? 750 horsepower, up from the Aventador's 700. 0 to 60 was accomplished in just 2.8 seconds, and it could hit a top speed of 221 miles per hour. But the power wasn't the story here. The aerodynamics and visuals were. Lamborghini told its designers to go full prototype, with zero compromise, and they did. The Veneno looked like it had been pulled straight from a PlayStation loading screen. Angular, exaggerated, and dripping with downforce. Massive splitters and canards up front, an absurdly aggressive rear diffuser that looked like it could shred tires on sight, a central fin running along the spine like a Le Mans prototype, a massive rear wing with a 3-way adjustability, and all the bodywork from the Lamborghini's patented carbon skin material. The Veneno wasn't designed to be beautiful. It was designed to look like a stealth fighter with headlights, and it worked. People didn't just notice the Veneno, they gasped. Lamborghini said from the start, only 3 customer coupes would be made. 1 red accented car, 1 green accented car, and 1 white, each color representing the Italian flag. A 4th car painted silver was kept by Lamborghini as a demo. The price? A stratospheric $4 million US. And every unit sold instantly, before the public even saw it. Later, Lamborghini built 9 Veneno Roadsters, each just as radical and unhinged, with no roof at all, not even a soft top, just open sky and fury. But the Veneno wasn't just built for show, it was functionally insane. Active aerodynamic optimized at high speed. A carbon fiber pushrod suspension derived from Formula One. An all-wheel drive system for maximum traction. And a ISR single-clutch transmission for neck-snapping shifts. It was a track-focused supercar, disguised as an art piece. But it was fully street legal, which made it even more absurd. The critics on this car were a little divided. Some thought it was genius, others said it was just too much. But that's exactly what Lamborghini wanted. The Veneno wasn't about playing it safe. It was about throwing a grenade into the world of luxury cars. And it worked. It became one of the most collectible Lamborghinis ever, with the Roadsters later auctioning for over $8 million. It paved the way for even more extreme future models, like the Centauro and the Sian. The Lamborghini Veneno wasn't supposed to be a traditional car. It was a fever dream on wheels, a middle finger to moderation, a celebration of everything outrageous, which is what Lamborghini stands for. It didn't just commemorate the 50 years of Lamborghini's history, it weaponized it. If you made it this far, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content, including the continuation of these invitational cars, and like, because it definitely helps the channel, and I appreciate you guys. But let's go ahead and take this thing over to Tokyo and see how it handles the lap. I was actually pleasantly surprised with this car. The Veneno was the first of these invitational cars I got an invitation to, and the game has been through numerous updates since I received it. I didn't have anywhere to run it when it first came out, and I don't think it handled that well. But it handles extremely well now. It's a nice lightweight vehicle with all-wheel drive, and it will get you through the corners. If you do get the invitation, I do suggest picking it up because you don't know when that invitation will come back through. There aren't any engine swaps available, and this will not allow for wide bodies, so one may be enough. I usually like a couple duplicates for variations just in case. It will set you back a little over 3.6 million credits, so that is quite a bit to chew through, but you have a month to earn the money, so go ahead and work on getting that done. Fully built, it'll have 818 performance points with 913 horsepower, 593 foot-pounds of torque, and it hits the scales at 2,493 pounds. But this car honestly feels extremely light when you're behind the wheel. It hit a top speed on this test at 249 miles per hour, so it was definitely quick enough to get the job done. In terms of fuel economy, it was able to get the 3 laps done, which is kind of the best that I'm seeing on these cars, so not too bad there. It's also not a hybrid vehicle, so that's kind of a bonus as well. It hit the front tires at about 20% wear and the rears as well. We ended up crossing the line at 1 minute 46 seconds, 0.584, which put it right behind the engine swapped Cayman and just in front of the Aventador. So this is actually the fastest of these invitational cars. I'll be going through which ones I like the best later on. It's not necessarily all about speed, but this is the quickest one of the bunch. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay clean out there.